And that's right, you just heard it there. The governor's office says the governor has tested positive for COVID-19.
Yeah, and that result comes less than 24 hours after Governor Abbott attended a crowded public event in Collin County. The governor was one of the first people in Texas to receive the COVID vaccine, getting his initial dose in December of last year. He has been fully vaccinated with 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine. Doctors call these breakthrough infections, and they're pretty rare. Out of 169 million fully vaccinated people, only 0.29% have later tested positive. It's important to note that no vaccine ever created is 100% effective. A spokesperson says the governor has been getting tested every day, and this is his first positive result. Let's bring in senior political reporter Jason Whiteley for the latest.
Chris, right now, that daily, testing that happens, that's not unusual at all for high-ranking government officials. But the governor's office is telling us tonight that the governor is quarantining at this hour in the governor's mansion. He's also getting something called Regeneron. You might remember that name. It's the same type of drug cocktail that President Trump got last year when he got sick with COVID as well, too. It's a combination of 2 drugs that actually got emergency authorization last year. The governor's office pointing out in its official statement that the governor remains in control of state government. He has no symptoms, just simply quarantining after this test. The governor's office also this afternoon refuting a report that Governor Abbott got a booster shot. 2 individuals saying that they are not aware of that. But here's a statement from Mark Miner, the governor's communications director. He said, Governor Abbott fully vaccinated against COVID-19. He's in good health and currently experiencing no symptoms. Everyone that the governor has been in close contact with today has been notified. Texas First Lady Cecilia Abbott tested negative. But Governor Abbott was in Collin County last night speaking to the Republican Club at Heritage Ranch. It was standing room only, as you can see. 250 or so people in the audience. Another 80 or so could not get inside. And most people in the video here and the images we saw were not wearing masks, including the governor. Remember, Abbott is going to these large functions right now because he's already campaigning for re-election. But even today, Governor Abbott appeared to have really been keeping a regular schedule. Again, here's some video, or some pictures rather, of the governor meeting with the brother of noted guitarist Stevie Ray Vaughan. Providing now the governor does not develop any symptoms, the question is, does this positive test, this diagnosis, change anything politically for Governor Abbott? We know the governor is obviously against requiring people to wear masks, requiring people to get the vaccine. But one Republican political consultant I talked to said he expects Abbott to maybe point out how the vaccine, at least him getting it, has prevented some serious symptoms, since the governor, at least for now, is not experiencing anything serious as far as symptoms go. But really, few people expect this to change anything politically for Governor Abbott, change his mind on anything. That one Republican political consultant I talked to also said that he wouldn't be surprised if Abbott is even polling his supporters right now. One quick side note, the Texas Democratic Party issuing a statement as well, saying they wish Abbott a speedy recovery, and also pointing out that no one is immune to this COVID-19 surge. Cynthia?
All right, Jason, thank you. Now, here's the CDC guidance for testing for vaccinated people. If you're vaccinated and have a known exposure to a suspected or confirmed case of COVID, you should be tested 3 to 5 days after that initial exposure. You should also wear a mask in public indoor settings for 2 weeks or until you get a negative test result, and isolate for 10 days if you test positive for COVID.